Now I would like to invite distinguished permanent representative of Sri Lanka.
Mr. President, let me begin by thanking the government of Turkey for this timely initiative on our journey to achieve zero waste. Mr. President, it has been said that we are living on this planet as if we had another one to go to. There are, however, a few of us who fear for our world and have gathered here today as we are in agreement that fundamental changes are needed to be adopted through which societies, whilst producing and consuming goods and services, appreciate the urgent need to significantly reduce waste generation and associated pollution that threatens the global environment and human health. While it is important to invest in improving waste management infrastructure, it is also Sri Lanka's view that adopting a bottoms-up approach would bring short-term gains to fruition. In doing this, we believe that national governments can play an important role to start the process from the community level. Mr. Chairman, I would like to share with you an overview of national initiatives that Sri Lanka has carried out with a view to sharing good practices and raising awareness. In response to the noticeable increase of waste within municipalities, hazardous materials and chemicals, mainly due to urbanization and economic development, the government has embarked on shifting towards a holistic waste management plan, incorporating identified thematic areas in the National Environmental Action Plan, the Climate Prosperity Plan, and the National Policy on Waste Management. Now, through this methodology, Sri Lanka catered to finding solutions to the disposal of healthcare waste, industrial hazardous waste, and waste to energy that feeds the national grid through public-private partnerships and partnerships with commercial entities. Sri Lanka established its first waste-to-energy power plant, which was officially launched in the western province of the country, and Sri Lanka intends to increase power generation through solid waste-to-energy projects in other provinces, which would further enhance the capacity of the national grid. Mr. President, currently the central incineration facility treats about 50% of the healthcare waste of the country. 50% of the hazardous waste and residual waste emanating from municipal solid waste are managed by co-processing in cement kilns. In addition, Sri Lanka annually exports nearly 3,000 metric tons of e-waste to other countries for recycling through the electronic waste collectors register under the Central Environmental Authority. So with the increasing industrialization and growing coastal population, plastic waste in municipal solid waste has increased over the few decades. Considering the current trends threatening the national ecosystems, Sri Lanka introduced new regulations, giving effect to the National Action Plan on Plastic Waste Management relating to single-use plastic. Mr. President, moreover, plastic waste projects focusing on reducing marine litter and microplastics have positively impacted promoting the environmentally sound management of plastic waste and achieving the prevention and minimizing of the generation of plastic waste. We have taken cognizance of the hazards that can be caused also, just to mention, mercury. As there is a potential mercury waste in finding its way back into the environment, there is a strong likelihood, Mr. President, that the global community will face health and environmental risks due to exposure to mercury. Sri Lanka has signed and ratified the Minamata Convention, and consequently, Sri Lanka has formulated its national technical guidelines on environmentally sound management of mercury waste. Sri Lanka has also taken cognizance of the negative effects of polychlorinated biphenyls, the PCBs, and because they have the potential to seriously impact health and safety. My dear friends, there is an urgent need to curtail the production of PCBs, and Sri Lanka, a member of the Stockholm Convention, welcomes the banning of the production of PCBs and hope it will be phased out by 2025. In setting the benchmark, there are several aspects that require to be considered. The requirement of having in place a considered policy, therefore, and regulations will facilitate the efficient management and the disposal of waste, leading to a circular economy while supporting the ultimate goal of a healthy, sustainable planet for our future generations. Mr. President, finally, I'm reminded of that saying when someone said that the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. My dear friends, let's not wait for that phantom someone. Thank you.
I thank distinguished permanent representative of Sri Lanka.